Mga kada, trending po ngayon sa China ang mga video ng mga kabataang Chinese na makikitang gumagawa ng iba't ibang gawain na dapat sana ay mga magulang nila ang gumagawa. Gaya po ng primary school student from Liaoning province na si, paano ba ito sabihin?
Yuan.
Na namamalengke at nagluluto ng kakainin nila mag-ina. Tumutulong din si Wan sa pagpili ng make-up at damit ng kanyang ina at pinapasaya niya rin ang kanyang nanay kapag ito ay nalulungkot.
Mga kada, mayroon din pong 7-year-old na batang babae na ayon sa post ng kanyang nanay na si Nini ay ang anak niya ang in charge sa pag-aasikaso ng travel plans. Wow, at 7 ha? Travel plans ng pamilya mula sa pag-book ng flights hanggang sa pag-organize ng kanilang daily itineraries.
Delikado yan. Pag anak ko gumawa niyan, baka biglang first class ang i-book niya.
Di ba?
I've done that before for my parents.
Ginawa mo
Galit
na?
na galit. Oh.
Ang tawag po sa trend na yan ay reverse parenting or parentification. Ito yung sitwasyon kung saan nagkakaroon ng reversal o palitan ng roles ang mga magulang at mga anak.
Pero ang tanong, kailan ba pwede apply ito dito sa Pilipinas, yung role reversal ng magulang at anak? Diba?
Pwede bang gawin yan
Pwede ba
dito?
kaya? Feeling ko, nagagawa po ng Pinoy. In a different way.
Alamin na natin sa ating kasamang bisitang psychiatrist na si Doc Catherine Natalie Tan. Good morning!
Good morning!
Thank you! Very honored to be here. Thank you.
Bati ka muna sa mga kada natin.
Hello sa ating mga viewers. Thank you for having me again.
Is this the first time you've heard of it, Doc?
No, actually,
Matagal na ba to? Itong reverse parenting na to?
well, I think sa mga older generations, I'm Gen X by the way, so I think sa older generations, it was a norm already na ito yung pinapagawa sa mga bata. Pero the term parentification, it's actually a psychological term that we use. Pero yes, controversial kasi it's not exactly something that is beneficial for children. Pero I would say the concept of teaching children to do chores and giving them responsibility at home is something very beneficial sa ating mga kababata.
Okay. Lagi naman tayong sinasabihan ever since na laging bigyan ng household chores and responsibilities yung mga anak. Pero this is parang next level yata.
Oo, parang advanced, no?
Kasi ang konsepto ang dating konsepto is parang tuturuan nyo sila. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na yung mga magulang magre-relax na lang.
Oo, pabayaan yung mga batang gawin yung mga gawaing bahay.
Yeah. Well, generally, it would be beneficial kung halimbawa they work together.
Yun na nga.
Yeah.
Oo.
And yung parents natin ay papakita ng, as an example.
Yes, you're supposed to model that behavior.
Yes.
Hindi parang, ipapasa ko sa'yo
Yeah.
lahat ng trabaho para ako naman makarelax.
Yeah, it's kind of like modern slavery if you look at
Ayun
it.
na!
Child labor.
Child abuse!
Yes.
Oo nga.
Kapag
If it comes to
sumobra
that,
na.
Yes. And nakikita natin, di ba, kasi may concept, especially mga older generations na quite entitled na rin na, you children are supposed to serve yung parents ninyo, pero it can be borderline abuse already. So, kailangan mag-ingat-ingat din tayo sa mga ganitong uri ng parenting.
So, paano natin malalaman yung limit? Hanggang saan yung border, yung hangganan nun?
Well, yung sa pinapakita ng mga videos nga, so na-mention na pati yung emotional support na kukuha ng parent from the child.
Oo nga.
Actually, baliktad yun eh. And then when it comes to yung pinaka-responsibility ng parent, kailangan the parent has to be responsible, not the child. Kasi yung tinatanong ninyo kanina, kung this concept ba, wala pa rin ba sa Pilipinas? Actually, it's one of the toxic Filipino cultures that we see. So usually, the eldest, lalo na daughter, tends to take care, be responsible of all the younger siblings.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so this is something that we call parentification. And then later on, we can see na how it affects somebody as an adult mentally.
How does it affect? Ano ba yung potential consequences kapag masyadong ipinapasa lahat ng responsibilidad sa mga anak?
Well, unfortunately, nakikita natin with our patients, they tend to put other people first. Which is really unfortunate to the point na they're self-sacrificing already, they're suffering already, pero they cannot understand na bakit I'm putting the needs of other people first. And part din ng culture natin that can be quite difficult. Yung, di ba, pag halimbawa ang isang relative mas may kaya, everyone is dependent on this particular relative, kaysa magtutulong-tulong kayo to rise up. So, nagiging ganon din, parang nagiging dependent yung family sa isang tao, and this particular person suffers.
Actually, totoo yan.
Yeah.
Sa Brazil may ganun.
Yeah.
And it's true. As she speaks, I can
Tsaka
I
maybe
can think
nagiging
of
people pleaser. ano?
Yes, definitely.
Parang nakakabit yung self-worth nila dun
Exactly.
dun sa kung anong provide or kaya, di ba?
or how well they please others.
Yes. And then to the point, what if yung mga family members are already taking advantage of them?
Correct.
So kung halimbawa, may utang yung isang kamag-anak, pero siya nga ang nagsayang ng pera, pero pinagkukuha ng pera itong particular relative na who's self-sacrificing.
I think okay lang naman na, halimbawa, kasi we're taught also to serve, not to be served. But then, we shouldn't assign our value
Yes.
on how well we please others.
Yes.
Or how well we serve. No?
Oo.
Yes.
Totoo naman.
Or getting yung pinaka self-worth ninyo from yung opinion of other people. Sana kasi it would be innate. Na na you know your self-worth. Pero the idea of teaching children responsibility and chores, it's a really good idea. Pero kailangan balance din naman. So, it's very difficult naman kung halimbawa you're adults already and then you don't know how to manage adulting responsibilities.
Correct. Yes.
So I have a personal experience nga na when I was in med school, I knew someone who was bragging who didn't know how to wash dishes.
Oh.
And like, that's not exactly something to brag about.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oo.
di ba? So, and then I would also encounter somebody na living abroad already who couldn't even peel apples. So I don't think it's something, I do believe that we have to teach our youth yung mga life skills.
Yeah.
Diba? Going to the bank, interacting with people, and then dealing with problems. So actually, when you teach chores to children, it's not just teaching them responsibility, but also building their self-esteem and
Yeah.
self-worth. Kasi halimbawa there's a problem, and then you guide your child to, okay, you can do this, you can try to do this, and then you are able to solve the problem and you get praise from it. So the children will be more encouraged nga din to solve problems and think for themselves
Yeah.
then.
It doesn't serve them, no? Kapag shelter natin sila sa mga ganitong klaseng trabaho.
Yes.
Diba? Pero, Doc, so, in other words, at what age dapat sila binibigyan ng mga small responsibilities at home, or at what age should we start teaching them some life skills? At saka, ano yung, ano ang tawag doon? Just right.
Katamtaman
yeah.
na.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the age din, anong kakayahan nila. So, syempre, pag very toddler-ish pa, hindi very refined pa yung mga paghawak
Medyo
nila,
clumsy
di ba?
pa.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, maybe you can give a toy, like, halimbawa, you're sweeping the floor. And then may toy broom din siya na, you copy mom, or you copy dad. So, emphasis on, kasi we also notice, we tend to give the household chores to females, to the female kids. And then most of the time, we have the male kids like do nothing. And then when they grow up, the males tend to depend on the females to do chores. They become fathers, and then they tend to do that to their own wives and their daughters. So sana emphasis on this is activity for all genders,
Yeah.
whether male or female. And we would like to emphasize na sana yung in their future families din na meron silang teamwork kaysa sa lahat inaasa sa babae. Yeah.
Nakakatawa.
Actually,
I brought this up with my kids.
Yes.
Sabi ko, uy, have you heard of this reverse parenting where it's the kids who do all the household chores and the parents get just relax? Bigla silang nabingi. Select walang narinig. They're like, Is it too late for me to introduce, Doc?
Diretsuhin natin, ang 12-year-old ba? Pwede pa ba yan
Oo.
matutunan ng ganito?
You know what? I do believe kaya.
Kasi ngayon, parang, because they didn't get used to it at an
Yeah.
early
At an early
age,
age.
meron ng resistance.
May entitlement na hindi ko naman kailangan gawin yun.
Yeah.
May mga tao na pwede
Parang
gawin
iba
yun.
na yung takbo ng utak nila, ng isip nila.
Yeah. Ako on a personal note, kasi I grew up with a lot of household help. Pero for some reason, my mindset was always, I want to learn to do it for myself. So with that, I would say, yes, it's very possible naman to teach even older children to do yung mga responsibilities natin. But like I said nga, lalo na when we're dealing with teenagers kasi kung halimbawa you tell them what to do, they'll probably not follow. But you show them that this is what you do, you set an example, and then you have to be consistent about it, then probably maengganyo din sila to do the activity. So it's
Sabayan ko
setting-
sila.
Yes. So set an example. And then perhaps you can divide the chores para everyone has their own responsibility. Hindi magulo na, it's yung paglinis ng bahay could be assigned to someone, and then something simpler could be something assigned to somebody who is younger. Pero that sense of responsibility and that sense of duty, importante din yan sa mga kabataan.
Napaisip ako kaninang intro, sorry amiga, kaninang intro na nagagawa na ata to before. Kasi
Yes.
ako, ginawa to sa akin ni mama. Pero si mama, hindi siya nagre-relax.
Yes.
Parang ginagawa din. Like, hindi pa kasi uso nun talaga yung washing machine na, di ba,
Yes.
nandun na lahat.
Yes.
Wash, spin, and dry. So, kami noon talagang hand wash.
Yes.
So, bata pala ako, marunong na ako mag-hand wash, pati magsaing ng hindi rice cooker.
Yeah.
So, lahat talaga life skills tinuro. So, I think that's reverse parenting in a good way.
Yes. Or maybe sana, I guess we could avoid the term reverse parenting.
Weird,
It's like,
no?
diba?
Kasi pag reverse parenting, parang kinda negative.
Yes, and you're
Yeah.
putting the responsibility on the responsibility.
child.
To the child. We wouldn't want that because in the first place, the parents chose the child to be born into this world. So you
Yes.
are responsible for this person. Pero sana we also be reminded we are raising future adults,
Yes,
not
correct.
future children.
Correct.
So hindi pwede na habang matanda na sila, umaasa pa rin sila sa ibang
Correct.
tao.
Yes.
Pero talk to us a little bit, Doc, about... Kasi, sorry, amiga, ikaw muna. Parang
Ang sa akin.
pag si amiga eh.
Nakailan na siya.
Ito, hindi. Actually, this is connected sa case study ni Mama P.
Okay.
Maganda ba yung may reward system yung bata? Halimbawa, sabihin ni Mama P, girls, di ba, Scarlett, Brooklyn, today, ang gagawin natin ay ganito, ganyan. Pero mamaya, dadaling ko naman kayo sa isang, yung pinakagusto nilang mag-shopping or something. Maganda po ba yun, Doc?
Well, I can see the benefits and the disadvantages of it.
Oo.
So, kung halimbawa they do it because of the reward, so if there's no reward, will they?
Hindi nila gagawin.
Yeah, they will
Hindi
do
nila
it.
gagawin.
Pero sana we build that sense of duty. Na parang this is your responsibility. Nobody else will do it. You have to do it. And then even if halimbawa you have a sibling na ang chores assigned siya to different chores, sana may din tayo a sense of initiative din. Na kung halimbawa, what if this sibling is sick? Diba? So, we would like to step in and help out din. So, it's like more of nagiging cooperative yung family.
Correct.
Kaysa, yun nga, parang, this is my duty, pero I'm not
Parang
gonna...
dapat Doc, 1 week para ginawa nito. Ito yung lunch today.
Yeah.
Kayong dalawa gagawa. Kung wala, hindi na kayo kakain.
Or if somebody is sick, it's like, step up for this person naman. It's like, take care of each other.
Ano bang mga gawaing bahay yung pwede nating umpisahan, Doc?
Paluto.
Well, as simple as, halimbawa, you play with your toys, and then right after, return them.
Yes.
Yeah. Or even,
Ano yun?
yes, or
Like
halimbawa you're
kids
done with
talaga.
eating, make sure all the plates are in the sink.
Yes.
And then somebody would, it's somebody's turn to wash it. Or halimbawa,
At saka consistent, no? Hindi yung parang
Hindi once lang.
trip lang nila, gano'n.
yeah. So, very important when it comes to parenting is yung consistency and teamwork. Kasi kung halimbawa, nanay imposes this and then tatay kontra naman, it's like, okay,
oo.
that's a big problem. It's gonna be confusing for the children. And then consistency nga na, it's like a daily thing already. It's so automatic that it's part of your lifestyle already.
Paano naman kapag halimbawa tinuturuan mo ng life skills itong anak mo, ganyan, tapos nagkamali, 'di ba?
Magandang tanong yun.
'di ba? Paano ba 'yun?
My dad was so harsh.
How to communicate with that?
So
Kasi 'di ba may mga parents na talagang harsh nga.
Yeah.
Kasama na doon yung we make allowances
Yeah.
for the mistakes
Yun,
talaga.
yeah.
Asahan
Dapat
nyo na.
ganon.
Yeah.
Para hindi kayo magalit.
How to react?
Kasi pag inasahan natin silang maging perfecto, doon tayo mabubwisit, magagalit.
That happened to
Wag
me.
na nga, ako na nga.
I'll share
Diba?
later.
Yung mga nanay ganun.
Yeah. Actually,
Ay, ako lang ba? Ako lang ba? Alam mo yun, di ka.
Ganito dad ko yung talagang nag-sweep ako. Hindi ganon! As in, super sigaw. Hanggat na umiyak na lang ako.
Kasi sa isip
Ayoko
ng
na.
bata, parang,
Oo.
paano ba yun?
Wow.
Ginagawa ko naman.
yeah, exactly. Actually, kasi so with my patients with anxiety disorders, I do see their childhood comes from an environment they do not feel safe. So it could be outright child abuse or mga adverse childhood experiences. Pero it could be part of the family is intact, pero kahit one of the parents, yung emotion very volatile, tapos konting mali lang, magagalit na. So this person, perfectionist. So bawal ako magkamali. So sometimes they even procrastinate. So parang akala nila they have ADHD, pero yung pala, they're avoiding the situation because they feel so much distress. Pag halimbawa there's a possibility na they wouldn't meet that certain level of perfection. So yes, we would like to allow our kids to make mistakes. And then we recognize, okay, you made a mistake. You don't have to scream about it. And then it's like, can you correct it? You encourage him or her to correct that mistake and then be consistent. Pero syempre kung halimbawa medyo parang sinasadya na, of course you will have to
Sinasadya na, yung parang nagbabagala.
you have to reprimand na, di ba?
Totoo naman.
Yeah. So that's quite a challenging role din as a parent.
Hirap maging
Hirap maging parent.
Pero kailangan din natin silang paglaanan ng oras para maging kids.
Yes.
Obviously,
definitely.
kailangan din nila
Ma-enjoy.
ng opportunity to be able to play.
Yes.
Kasi importante, kasi kung talagang 100% reverse parenting, katulad nung nauuso sa China, wala na
Yeah.
silang panahon
Yeah.
para makapaglaro,
Yeah.
para explore yung kanilang imagination, ang kanilang creativity, di ba?
Yeah, that's part of the growth of a
Kawawa
child.
Kawawa nga, oo nga.
So, as you can see, I'm Chinese nga. Pero naman, we were allowed to play. Pero I could imagine na why the Chinese parents in mainland China are like that. Kasi sobrang emphasis on, grades, achievement.
Achiever.
Yeah.
And discipline, no?
Yes, discipline. Pero yun nga, to the
Tsaka may
detriment of
tiger
the child.
mamas, di ba?
Yes, the tiger
Totoo ba
mamas.
yung
Tiger mama?
Yes, very strict. The community actually, the expectation is very high. So, achiever, there's a certain standard, you cannot go below that, and there are benefits to it, pero there are also challenges to it. Pero it pushes the kid to perform. Pero at the same time, we would like to remind our children, tayo mga parents, we are the safety ng mga kids natin, that they can approach us, they can ask us advice, they're allowed to make mistakes din naman.
Yes. Kaya, anak ko, moderation naman po. Dapat talaga tulong-tulong, model the behavior.
Yes.
Don't give it all to your children just because you can.
Yes. Let them work for it. Actually, it's a Chinese thing. We call it kotiam.
Kotiam.
Yeah. It's you watch the store. As a kid, you watch the store.
Sabi nga nila, kaya magaling po kayo yung mga Chinese.
Sa negosyo?
Sa negosyo.
Yes.
Kasi bata pa lang,
Bata pa lang,
tinuturuan na daw
yes,
sila.
yes,
Mga responsibilities na
yes,
ganyan.
yes.
That I would love
May
that.
benefit naman.
Yes, super.
May benefit. Pero, di ba, you don't leave the kid to watch the store.
You take them to work.
Yeah, you take them to work and you teach them and you supervise. So, ganun din
Galing.
sa bahay.
Galing.
Treat the house
Yung
as your
model.
business.
True.
Right.
Galing.
Ganda. Ang ganda ng mga points na ni-raise ni Doc Catherine. Maraming salamat po for your time this morning and for our Kadas who need extra help pa po. Where can they find you?
Well, I can be found in Facebook, in Instagram, in LinkedIn. I'm also part of our clinic called iPsych in mental health clinics. We are located at 1801 Centuria Medical Makati. You can find us through Google. Just type iPsych Philippines and then we have a website.
Thank you so much, Doc.
Yan, muli, that's Doc Catherine Natalie Tan if you're gonna look for her in Facebook. Maraming salamat. Mga Kanet 25, this is Pia Guanio-Mago. For more Kada Umaga updates, please click the subscribe button and follow us on Net25 social media pages at Net25TV and at Net25 Entertainment Facebook page. See you guys. Bye!